Today's presentation will be on making your Mac more user-friendly and accessible. What we'll cover is where to find the accessibility settings, as well as the different categories it has, which includes the vision category, the hearing category, the motor category, as well as the general category. Though Mac is one of the most popular brands of computers, they are not always the easiest to use. Today, we will be sharing a few things you can do to make different features on your Mac simpler to access. Where to find the accessibility settings. Located in the top left of your Mac, you will see the Apple logo. Once you click on it, a drop-down menu will appear. The second option, titled System Settings, is what you want to click on. This will open the settings with the appearance category pre-selected. Just below that is the accessibility category that you want to enter. So as you can see on the left-hand side, there are a lot of options. And when you open it, this is where you'll be, and right below it is what you want to click on. And then you'll see the different categories, which we'll be going over. The features are broken into 4 subcategories found within the accessibility settings. There is the vision, hearing, motor, and general category. Each one has several features that you can tweak to get more user-friendly tools. The question mark and the gray circle located at the bottom of the accessibility settings will pull up a macOS user guide if you click on it. This guide includes the names of the options as well as a description for the actions it performs. You can also open each specific setting by clicking on the name and the description. So if you pull up the guide, this is what it'll look like. You'll see the name of it as well as the description. And if you guys can see here where the setting is written in blue, the setting name is written in blue. If you click on that, it will take you directly into the settings. So this is a very easy way to know what you're doing. The first feature you will see in the vision category is VoiceOver. This provides spoken and braille descriptions of items on the computer screen and provides control of the computer through the use of the keyboard. So all you have to do is enable the toggle and VoiceOver will be activated. The next one is Zoom. You can make content on the screen larger and easier to read by zooming in the entirety of the screen or a portion. This can be done using hover text, keyboard shortcuts, trackpad gestures, and modifier keys. To use hover text, when it's enabled, press the command button and the item under the pointer will be shown in the large text view. Display makes items on the screen, including the pointer, easier to see. It also makes text easier to read, reduces motion, and you can apply color filters or tints to the screen and pointer. So this is what the color filters look like, and you can change the color of your mouse as well as the outline of the mouse in order to make it easier to see. And there's also a feature where if you shake your mouse or your keypad, that it'll make the mouse turn bigger and it'll be more visible. You can also adjust the pointer size as you can see here. In display, you can also invert colors, reduce transparency, change the appearance of window tile icons, menu bar sizes, and much more. So this is a breakdown of all the things that you can do in the display category. Spoken content is where you can customize the system voice, including the speaking rate and volume, as well as language. Enable the option to hear alerts and apps that need your attention. Have selected text spoken when you click on an elected key. Have an item under the pointer spoken, as well as the text that you type. So if you enable any of these, the specific command will be enabled, allowing you to hear different options in case that is something you need. And also this is how you can adjust the speaking rate. So if you prefer your system to speak faster or slower, you will just adjust this as well as the volume. And you can also play a sample. Descriptions allows you to hear a description of the visual content in movies, TV programs, and other media only when it's available. The first option in the hearing category is audio. Here you can enable the option for the screen to flash when alerts occur, play stereo audio as mono, set accessibility options for your Apple earbuds and earphones paired to your Mac, and play background sounds. If spatial audio is available on your device, it can follow the movement of your head as well. So this is what the audio tab looks like and the things that you can adjust. You can set the background sounds to different volumes. You can choose to enable background sounds as well. And this is the different options that you can enable for your screen as well as the stereo audio. The second and last option in hearing is captions. Control how the subtitles are styled and whether your device should use closed caption or subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing when the option is available. So this is what it looks like. You can adjust the style of the subtitles as well as the text and the text outline. Now, this is another feature that I wanted to highlight, but it's not available in all countries or regions, and it is not supported by all carriers. So that is something to note. So when you set up your Mac, you can make and receive real-time text calls if you enable it. This setting will only be shown when you have set up your iPhone and Mac for Wi-Fi calling, and real-time text calls, phone calls are enabled on your iPhone. This allows you to exchange messages in real time, and you can also speak through your microphone. Voice control, the next category is the motor category, and the first one is voice control. Voice control lets you control your Mac and apps with your voice by speaking standard commands or commands that you create. You can also use your voice to edit text and interact with your device even when you're on calls. So this is what it looks like. You can adjust the language as well as your microphone and overlay, and you can show hints as well and play sound when a command is recognized. Keyboard has a multitude of features. Sticky keys allows you to set and enter modifier keys more easily. Slow keys prevents accidental keystrokes by allowing you to adjust the time between when the key is pressed and when it's activated. The accessibility keyboard lets you type and interact with macOS without using a hardware keyboard, which is the physical one. Full keyboard access allows the computer to be controlled with a keyboard using shortcuts to navigate controls and perform actions. Pointer control makes your mouse or trackpad easier to use with various options. Adjust your mouse speed and spring loading speed. Mouse keys allows the pointer to be controlled using the keyboard keys or a number pad. Alternate pointer actions allows a switch or facial expressions to be used in place of mouse buttons or pointer actions like left and right clicking. Head pointer allows the pointer to be controlled using the movement of your head captured by the camera. Switch control lets the computer be controlled using one or more switches and/or adaptive devices. These can be the mouse, the keyboard, gamepad buttons, or dedicated devices. You can also set the options for your switches by pressing your key and inputting it. Set the options for typing and navigating when you enable them. So these are broken into different categories. And switch control, you would just click on the plus feature. And then once you click on that, an option will appear for you to press a key. And once you have, you just input it, and that will create a switch, which in turn creates a command that you can use whenever you press that key and you have it enabled. The general category. The first one is Siri. Siri has the type to Siri feature that you can enable, which allows you to type your requests for Siri rather than speaking them. Something to note is that Siri will still beep and listen for voice input when activated from a headset. And the last setting in the general category is shortcut. Shortcut allows you to select the items to include in the accessibility shortcuts panel. Each feature can be toggled on and off. So as you can see here, these are all the shortcuts that it has available to include in the accessibility shortcuts panel. And you can choose which ones you want to include and which ones you don't. If you want to include all of them, just make sure they're all checked. And if you want to include none of them, just uncheck all of them. And now we're going to have a live demo, but before we do that, I'm just going to conclude because that's pretty much the end of the presentation. So these are some resources to explore once you guys are sent out the presentation. Something to note is that other system settings, such as display, sound, keyboard, trackpad, and mouse, offer additional options that may be beneficial to you. So thank you for listening. If you'd like to learn this lesson with a Cyber Seniors mentor, please go to www.cyberseniors.org or call 1-844-217-3057 to register for a one-on-one phone session. And we also host weekly tech drop-in sessions from 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern on Thursdays.